Hi friends, I thought I'd share a bit about my journey, my health story before I found Trim Healthy Mama. I started dieting at a super young age. If my mom would try something for weight loss, then as the chubby one, most times I tried it with her if it was, green tea pills or other things that would suppress your appetite. At 21 years old, I was 175 pounds, and what's crazy is I was a size 18, and in my Trim Healthy Mama journey, when I was 175 pounds, I was just a 12, 14. So, big difference of junk food or healthy food when it comes to that number. Not just the number on the scale, it's a big difference in size. So, sorry, I've got my little ones next to me. Nap time. So at 21 years old, I joined LA Weight Loss. So it was the first diet that I paid for, and it did work. I lost 40 pounds, and I kept it off for 2 years. When I got married at 25 years old, I was 158 pounds. So I had gained from between 135 to 140 up to 158. So I still had that fat brain mentality and, get back to where I was. Then after I was married, my husband and I had a retail and stressful life. And in 2 years, I gained 60 pounds. It was crazy. So I joined Weight Watchers, but then I got pregnant with our first baby with Preston. And with Weight Watchers, it's not for pregnant ladies. So I quit and committed that I would start Weight Watchers again after I had the baby. So he was 6 weeks old when I went back to Weight Watchers. I got to goal, lost 60 pounds. But sadly, to be a lifetime member at Weight Watchers, you have to stay within a 2-pound fluctuation. So less than a month at goal, I was 3 pounds up, and I felt like a failure because I had to pay again. I was no longer a free lifetime member. So once again, couldn't do it, not sustainable lifestyle, so I quit all the counting. And then the weight started slowly coming back on again. And I gained like 18 to 20 pounds of that back when I found clean eating and boot camp and was crazy exercise. I took up running. I had never run a mile. And in order to be in that boot camp, well, it said 12-minute mile, so I got on the treadmill, and it was a 15-minute mile. The next day I tried again, and I got it in 12 minutes. About killed myself, but I did it. And so I did boot camp for a couple years. But when I ran that first mile, exactly a year later, I ran a half marathon, 13.1 miles in 2 hours and 12 minutes. It was crazy. So the marathon miles I got it down to a 10-minute mile, but just to run a single mile on the treadmill in a year, I got it down from 15 minutes to 7 minutes. So all or nothing tendencies. Anyway, I did clean eating, fell off the clean eating wagon when I was pregnant with Nancy. And I had had a miscarriage before I was pregnant with Nancy, and I could not drop those 10 pounds that I had gained. Well, then when I got pregnant with Nancy, I had that 10 pounds, and got back on sugar, sadly. With clean eating, I was mostly sugar-free. I was using honey and pure maple syrup at that time, but I was running like a minimum of 5 miles a day when I was doing clean eating. It was insane. Anyway, so when I was pregnant with Nancy, when I fell off the wagon, I had heart palpitations, so I couldn't exercise. So once again, all or nothing tendencies. And I gained a lot of weight. So that's when I found Trim Healthy Mama. My sister-in-law did Trim Healthy Mama, and it was overwhelming to me, the big book. And thankfully, when I decided to hop on board, Trim Healthy Mama had the much smaller book. So I started when I was 7 weeks postpartum with Nancy. So that was October of 2015, so it's been it'll be 5 years this fall that I've been a Trim Healthy Mama. And I jumped in 100%. Yes, I had a lot of bumps along the way, learning, and I waited to do my first fuel cycle until the following May when Nancy had started on solids. And after that fuel cycle, when I lost 9 pounds, everybody was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You just lost a bunch of weight." So it took 30 pounds for people to notice. So till my 1-year termiversary, I was minus 40 pounds. That first fuel cycle, I lost 9 pounds. Now I've done many fuel cycles because I do them alongside with my clients. And I've had fuel cycles that I didn't lose weight, but I have fuel cycles. Now it just takes care of the fluctuation. So like here in quarantine, all the heavy S and the crossovers, I was at the top of my range. So doing a fuel cycle right now with my clients brings me back into my range. So now normally for me, a fuel cycle, yes, I can lose 4 pounds in a week. But there are times that I haven't lost anything, but I've gotten smaller. I've been able to wear dresses 2 sizes smaller. So, but back to my 1-year termiversary, and then I got pregnant with our youngest, Baby Will. We still call him Baby Will. He's 2.5 now. I had a great pregnancy. It was so much better than my others. With my other pregnancies, like I couldn't wear my rings. I outgrew my shoes. I'm a size 8.5 shoe, and I had to get a pair of size 11s to go to a wedding because my feet were so swollen. It was crazy. Anyway, so even though, yes, I still gained 30 pounds with Will, but it was super duper different. And that's when I had to get my ice cream addiction in check. I'm still addicted to ice cream, but I was buying Halo Top. So when I was pregnant with Will is when I started making ice cream, got an ice cream maker, and tweaking the recipes so that the rest of the family would eat it too. They were good recipes. I liked it, but as soon as I would feed it to the family, they'd be like, "Is this," my kids call it Trophy Mama, "is this Trophy Mama ice cream?" Anyway, lots of tweaking, and so Coach Becky's ice cream is family approved, and that's how all of that came to be. This past October, my 4-year termiversary, I finally got to my THM goal of losing 50 pounds. So even though I had to lose 30 of it twice, I did make it. So yes, first year, 40 pounds. Second year, gained 30 with a baby, and then nursing Will, I lost and gained the same 6 to 10 pounds over and over again. Then after I weaned the baby, and then I also became a coach at the same time, that July to November, then I lost 20 pounds, and then the following year lost the next 10 pounds to get me to my goal. So there have been parts of my journey that it's been like, whoa, weight loss, and other parts of the journey that like the same number a year later but smaller. So be encouraged. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Just keep doing it. What you do consistently, just keep being persistent and consistent, and it will pay off. Let me know if I can be of any help in your journey.